When I betrayed my husband, I told myself it would stay hidden, a single reckless moment I could bury beneath a web of lies. It wasn't love. It wasn't even passion. It was a stupid weakness, a craving for attention I believed I wasn't getting at home. That night I convinced myself it meant nothing, that our marriage could remain untouched as long as I kept playing the part of the perfect wife. But guilt cannot be locked away forever. It slips into your smile, stains your laughter, and creeps into the quiet corners of every room. Even when my husband looked at me with those warm brown eyes, I could hardly meet his gaze. Deep down I knew he would find out somehow, and when he did, nothing would ever be the same. The change didn't explode into a scene. There were no shouts, no broken dishes, no demands. It began quietly. He stopped holding me when we slept. He stopped asking about my day. He stopped leaning in for the small, tender kisses that once came as naturally as breathing. At first I told myself he was exhausted, overworked, or stressed. The truth revealed itself in his silence. He didn't need me to confess. He didn't need proof. His distance, his coldness, said he had already seen enough, whether in my eyes, my voice, or my behavior. Worst of all, instead of confronting me, he let silence consume us both. One night, when I tried to kiss him, he turned his face away, absorbed in his phone. That rejection cut deeper than any shout or slap. In that instant I understood. He was no longer mine, not in the way that mattered. He didn't yell. He didn't demand answers. He simply withdrew, leaving me stranded beside a man who, though present, was no longer my husband. He had become a ghost, a stranger wearing his skin. What followed was worse. He stopped loving me, but he did not stop touching me. Nights that had been warm and tender became mechanical and empty. He no longer kissed me, no longer whispered my name, no longer looked into my eyes. Instead, he used me with a cold deliberation, as if I were an object, a punishment. Each encounter made my soul shrink and my shame grow deeper. I wanted him to either forgive me or let me go, but instead, he kept me in a half-life. Neither wife nor lover. I was merely a body, and he ensured I felt it. I tried to repair what I had broken. I cooked his favorite meals. I wore the clothes he liked. I tried to bring back the playful conversations we once had. But he barely noticed. He ate in silence, passed me without a word, and when I begged for conversation his eyes said everything his lips would not. I had destroyed the one thread that held us together. Trust. Without it, love could not survive. The walls between us thickened. He stopped asking where I was going, stopped checking in when I stayed late. At first I mistook it for freedom, but I soon realized it was abandonment. He no longer cared whether I was beside him or 1,000 miles away. He lived under the same roof, but it felt as though I had been erased from his life. Still, he didn't leave, not out of love. He stayed to remind me, day after day, that I had ruined everything. Finally, I could not bear the silence any longer. One night, I broke down, tears streaming down my face. I confessed everything, the affair, the shame, the regret. I told him I still loved him, that it was a mistake, that I would do anything to fix what I had broken. My heart pounded as I waited for his anger, his rage, his questions. Instead, he looked at me with cold, unreadable eyes and whispered, "I already knew." That was it, 3 words. No shouting, no threats of divorce, no dramatic outburst. That calm, chilling certainty was worse than fury. If he had screamed, I would have known he still cared. If he had cried, I would have known I still mattered. But his silence and composure told me I was already dead to him. He didn't want me back. He didn't even want an explanation. I was a burden he chose to keep for reasons I dared not ask. The absence of love, the absence of hate, the absence of everything, that became my punishment. Now each day feels like a slow dying. He lives with me, but it is as if I am invisible. He does not kiss me, does not hold me, does not love me. And when he touches me, it is not intimacy. It is a weapon. His silence cuts deeper than any words. I see it in the way he looks through me, as if I am a ghost haunting the life we once shared. I thought losing him would mean divorce or separation, an end to our marriage. I was wrong. Losing him means living beside him every day, knowing I no longer exist in his heart. So I carry my mistake like a curse, trapped in a marriage that has already died. I believed the affair would bring freedom, excitement, something new. Instead, it destroyed me.